welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here. Hi, I'm Percy, and I like reading. Basically, yeah, I like reading. Words. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing my recent reads and all of my June TBR. The words. Yeah, June TBR. Probably. Maybe for like the next year. So first up is The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by V.E. Schwab. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, so let's get into it. For me, this book took me 34 days to read. I'm a little bit of a slow reader, so I mean that's fine. I guess it just depends on the book. Yeah, so basically it's about a girl that she makes a deal with the devil, and her life basically gets erased. Yes, she gets basically erased and nobody remembers her. It's all stuff that you learn in the synopsis of how she makes a deal with the devil and how she makes everyone forget she exists. That is until she meets Henry. And Henry, oh my god. He is a good character. Oh my god. He is perfect. Perfect 5 out of 5 star character. Speaking of 5 stars, this book is, on my scale, out of a 5 stars, probably going to be a 4 to a 4.5. That is because of the epilogue. The epilogue kind of killed me. I don't think the epilogue was necessary in the book. I think the way that they ended it would have been just fine. That's just my personal opinion. Don't come for me. Love the book. Didn't like the epilogue. But if you're into romance and deals with demons and all that and magic and all that, I definitely suggest this book. Very cutesy and traumatizing in some sense, I guess, but very hard to put down. Next up, Sophie Gonzalez. Love her writing style. Her style is very much very easy to read, super nice text, super like easy to on the eye, just like super easy. This book is basically about a summer fling between 2 boys. Warning, 2 boys. Oh my gosh. Yes, very cute. Very cute story. I love how the characters are very cute and very open and all of that. It's very cute, like second chance romance and all of that. This book took me 3 days to read, which means I did not put it down because it took me 3 days to read, people. 3 days. So definitely 5 star. Definitely like 5 star, like would read again if I could for the first time. Definitely would read again for the first time. So basically it's about our character Ollie. Sorry, I forgot his name for a second. That's really bad. Basically Ollie and Will, the character's main interest, basically they went out, and you learn this all in the synopsis, so it's not spoilers. Basically, they go out and they have their summer fling at the lake house, and then Will leaves, and then, surprise, surprise, years later, Ollie goes to the same school as him years later, and they reconnect. And it's just a very cute meet, very cute, super, like, cutesy, 5 stars. finally, In Deeper Waters. This book has my whole heart. If I could read it again, I would, in a heartbeat. This book can be a little traumatizing. Like, for the events, they can be quite, like, big and very bold. It's very, like, it's big. It doesn't feel like a lot, but, like, it's, the story plot's very good. There's a lot of plot twists that I didn't expect. The ending, though, I guess, I feel like I'm rushing this. The ending was very good. Like, throughout the whole book, there's a bunch of chaos, but in the end, I think the way the author, like, ended it is absolutely perfect. I wouldn't have changed a thing. I mean, not that I really could, but, like, if I wrote the book, I wouldn't change anything. And on the back, there's a thing. Athlon moves closer and poked Tal in the shoulder. Are they afraid? His lips curled into a smirk, teasing, as his gaze drifted over Tal's frame. Of you? Tal blushed, the heat rising in his cheeks, his pulse fluttering under his skin. No, I'm not. Of the magic, then? A lump lodged in Tal's throat. Yes. He wanted to say yes. They're terrified of magic. Of me. You're not? Should I be? And, so that's on the back of the cover. You learn more about Tal and his family, and the synopsis of the book and how, like, the story plot goes. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, obviously. But, yes, it's definitely a very 5-star read. I feel like I'm giving them away, but, like, I genuinely, like, enjoyed these books, and I would love to read them again. Except I probably won't, because I don't reread books, unfortunately, but if I, like, could reread them for the first time, I would. And it's so cute, and I just love the characters. The characters are so cute. My favorite character from this is probably Shay and Kest. They're very cute. Kest is one of Tal's brothers. The other one is Garrett. Very cute characters. I love all of them. I love all the characters. I love the whole universe. I think it's very cute. From beginning to end, I would still rate it a 5-star. Whew. Okay, so those were the books I read. Oh, I forgot to mention this one. This book is by F.T. Lukens. Very great author so far. Like, very happy with said results. Onward to my June TBR / probably the rest of the year TBR. Oh, this series. I actually just ordered these. They came in the mail earlier today. They came in the post earlier today. So I got my hands finally on The Good Girl's Guide to Murder series by Holly Jackson. Yes, by Holly Jackson. That I read her on. Not gonna lie, I'm on Book Talk, so I definitely have seen these books around for sure. I got the whole series because I love a good murder mystery. I think as long as I think it's a murder mystery, I'm pretty sure. It feels like a murder mystery, I'm not really sure. I haven't read too much, so yeah. So I'm gonna be reading these, definitely. They've been all over TikTok, so I'm gonna give them a read to see what I think, and I will keep you posted. Next is gonna be Love in Other Words. How many times this book has been recommended to me by TikTok and YouTube and every other book talk influence person thing. I'm gonna get on that train, and I'm hoping that it is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and read the back of this now because it seems cute. Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tempered, routine. Work hard as a new pediatrics resident. Plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man to keep her head down and her heart tucked away when she runs into Elliot Petropoulos. Elliot, the first and only love of her life. The careful bubble she's constructed begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot and Macy's entire world growing up in her gainly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Told in alternating timelines between then and now, a teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers in a house outside San Francisco, devouring books, sharing favorite words, talking through their growing pains and triumphs. As adults, they've become strangers to one another until their chance reunion. Although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence, and will have to overcome the past in himself to revive her faith in the possibility of an all-consuming love. So basically from reading that, I understand that they might have been together when they were little, so I'm thinking it's a childhood friends to lovers. So if that's your trope, here's your book. And so basically I think she had done something and he doesn't understand why, so I think he's gonna figure it out, maybe. I haven't heard much about this book other than that it's really good, supposedly. So I'm hoping to give that book a try. Enough about that. That's a lot. I don't know what else to pick up. I guess this one. No, don't fall. The Paris apartment. Something I can get excited about. Meet the residents of number 12. Rue des Amants, a beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. So I'm guessing this is a murder mystery. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a mystery romance rom-com. I don't know. I picked it up at Powell's because it seemed interesting. And according to the summary, Jess needs a fresh start. She's broken alone. She's just left her job under less than ideal circumstances. Her half-brother Ben didn't sound thrilled when she asked if she could crash with him for a bit, but he didn't say no, and surely everything will look better from Paris. Only when she shows up to find a very nice apartment could Ben really have afforded this. He's not there. The longer Ben stays missing, the more Jess starts to dig into her brother's situation, and the more questions she has. Ben's neighbors are an electric bunch and not particularly friendly. Jess may have come to Paris to escape her past, but she's starting to look like Ben's future that's in doubt. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. So This sounds really good. I feel like it's gonna be a 4.5 or 5 star. I feel a lot of plot twists coming in this book. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna find her brother. I'm hoping, at least. That seems like quite an interesting turn of events, that her brother went missing right when she arrives. This seems a little sus. Already running at 15 minutes for recording. I literally just put my phone down and pressed record. So I'm hoping this is great. I need to hurry. So many books. So many books that we still need to get through. Okay, I'm gonna go top 5 because that seems fastest. Confess, Colleen Hoover. It's been all over, so I figured I might as well pick it up at Powell's. So basically, a mother gets released from prison, and she goes back to her hometown, I believe, to make up for losing her daughter, I believe. She definitely wants to save her daughter's relationship with her, so I feel like that's a very interesting plot so far. And she goes back to her hometown, I believe, and she meets an artist named Owen. And with their relationship, I feel like it's very much a forbidden romance from what I've heard between the two. And yeah. So, back of the book, this is where you learn all of that, so it's not really spoilers, but I'll still read it anyways. Auburn Reed has lost everything important to her. In her fight to rebuild her shattered life, she has goals in sight, and there is no room for mistakes. But when she walks into a Dallas art studio in search of a job, she doesn't expect to find a deep attraction to an enigmatic artist who works there, Owen Gentry. For once, Auburn takes a chance to put her heart in control, only to discover that Owen is keeping a major secret from coming out. The magnitude of his past threatens to destroy everything Auburn loves most, and the only way to get her life back on track is to cut Owen out of it. To save their relationship, all Owen needs to do is confess. But in this case, the confession could be much more destructive than the actual sin. In her magnificent and exceptional style, Colleen Hoover delivers once again a deeply moving story about how true love and family are ties that can never be broken. That sounds good. Okay, back into my recent finds. Well, more into my recent, very much recent. I actually just bought these recently. I'm gonna start with this one because this one makes me sad to think about. So, did I ever tell? This one's by Lucy Fowley, by the way. And Love in Other Words is by Christina Lauren. So, there's that out of the way. Heartbones. I've been trying to pick this book up for months because I could not find it anywhere. It felt like it was sold out everywhere. So I'd gone to Powell's, completely sold out. So I had finally just convinced myself that just buy it on Amazon. So I did. Summary. Bea comes from a life of poverty and neglect. Samson, a family of wealth. When the two find themselves spending the summer as neighbors, they soon realize money is one of the few things they don't have in common. Their bond is too intense to ignore, but with only the summer separating them from the start of their new lives on opposite ends of the country, Bea and Samson decide to stay in the shallow end of the summer fling. What they don't realize is that a rip current is coming and is about to drag them both out to sea. So very, very much romance, I feel. She is Colleen Hoover, also the author of this one. She's also the author of the Maybe Someday series, Ugly Love, It Ends With Us and Regretting You. Author, so if you like Colleen Hoover and you haven't seen this book for whatever reason, I definitely would recommend it. Seems quite good. You've reached Sam. What I like about the book is how they sometimes have conversations on the back. I feel like that's much more interesting than the synopsis inside the book. Are you there? I blink off raindrops. I must have played one of his voicemails by mistake, but I thought I deleted them this morning. If you can hear me, say something. Let me know if this is you. I don't remember that line from before, so this must be something else. Maybe I hit my head and I'm suddenly imagining things. My vision blurs, so I close my eyes again to stop the trees from spinning. I'm not sure if his voice is coming through the phone or my own head, but I answer anyway. Sam? Silence fills the woods for a second. I think he's gone, but that he was never there. But then I hear a breath that isn't mine. So basically online, I feel like this is a very much second chance romance. I feel like that's like the theme of this whole party, is second chance romance. Basically, in this book, the girl named Juliet has a boyfriend named Sam, and everything seems super great in her life up until the moment he dies. That's not a spoiler because it's literally in the synopsis, like right here of the book. So basically she tries to forget everything about him, put everything in the past, and suddenly he's alive again, and she has to try to figure out how to deal with that and all of her emotions and everything. So yeah, that seems like a pretty fascinating book. And with each phone call from him, it makes her harder to forgive and like move on from him. So yeah, it feels like this book is gonna make me cry. It probably will, because sadness in books and voicemails seems very cute, but also very, very sad, and I just like just makes my heart just Jay's gay agenda. I definitely have not read anything about this book, so I actually have no idea what it's about, other than it's supposedly a funny, sincerely romantic, and infused with love from start to finish by Jason June, and the comment was from Becky Albertalli. I'm hoping I say that right. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say that, so I'm gonna just show you. I'm hoping you can read this. I'm hoping if I play that back, that turned out okay. There's one thing Jay Collier knows for sure. He's statistical anomaly as only out gay kid in a small rural Washington town. While all of his friends can't stop talking about their heterosexual hookups and relationships, Jay can only dream of his own first compiling a romance to-do list of all the things he hopes to one day experience. His gay agenda. Oh, I love that. Oh, that sounds so cute. I love that. Then, against all odds, Jay's family moves to Seattle, and he starts his senior year at a new high school with a thriving LGBTQIA+ community. For the first time ever, Jay feels like he's finally found where he truly belongs. But as Jay begins crossing items off his list, he'll soon be torn between his heart and his hormones, his old friends and new ones, because after all, life and love doesn't always go according to plan. From a debut novelist, Jason June, comes a moving, hilarious, sex-positive story about complexities of first loves, first hookups, and first heartbreaks, and how to stay true to yourself while embracing what you never saw coming. Oh, look at the cover. It looks so cute. It has that little shine, and it just looks so nice, and just like, it just makes me want to hold it in resin and just like make it forever stay like absolutely perfect. Oh, Jesus, video's been going on long. Okay, next book. Switch it up. Atomic Habits. I have been apparently sleeping on this book because I'm hoping I'm using that correctly. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping I'm using that correctly. I've been wanting to work on myself. Definitely by habits, making small changes like making my bed every day, drinking water, eating all the good nutritional foods that my body needs to help me grow and properly function. I would hope. I would hope that helps. So James Clear, I think he basically just talks about how to make good habits for your body, mind, and self-awareness, I believe. I didn't go too much into it. I guess I'll read the last paragraph of this one. Atomic Habits will reshape the way you think about progress and gives you the tools and techniques you need to transform your habits, whether you are an athlete looking to win a championship, a leader hoping to optimize organization, or an individual who wishes to quit smoking, lose weight, reduce stress, and achieve success that lasts. So I'll definitely be adding this to my TBR because I think it's very important that you put your mental health first and all of that. And I think it's going to be a very good read for people who need a little bit of help in that organization spotlight. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think this is the same, or at least very similar plot to Heartbones, is Reminder of Him. I think those two seem... Oh, wait. No, it's not that one. My bad. It's Confess. That's what that book is. Yeah, that's the book. Reminders of Him. Colleen Hoover. Again. Wow. A young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life, but is there room for her? After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenya Rowan returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter, but the bridges Kenya burned are proving impossible to rebuild. Everyone in her daughter's life is determined to shut Kenya out. No matter how hard she works to prove herself, the only person who hasn't closed the door on her completely is Ledger Ward, a local bar owner and one of the few remaining links to Kenna's daughter. If anyone were to discover how Ledger is slowly becoming an important part of Kenna's life, both would risk losing trust of everyone important to them. The two form a connection despite the pressure surrounding them, but as their romance grows, so does the rest. Kenna must find a way to absolve the mistakes of her past in order to build a future out of hope and healing. So I'm hoping, so I see very much like, I don't want to say self-help because I don't think it's very much self-help, but I think it kind of goes under that category. It definitely reminds me of Confess, where the mother is still trying to rebuild everything that she lost. I think that's something that this book also has in it, that they're both trying to rebuild something that was broken, and they obviously both meet someone. I think that's going to be very cute and plot twisted oriented. Okay, this video has been going on for a very long time. I'm sorry, I've been talking this on. The Inheritance Games. I'm very excited to read these. Which one is it? Okay, it's this one. The Inheritance Games, the first book in the Inheritance Games series. And then I also have the Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second book in the series. Basically, from what I've learned about the first book, is that this family has, like, their grandfather had didn't leave anything for his grandsons or his daughters. He literally gave it to a random, like, stranger, and she has no idea why. I think her name's Avery. Yes. So he basically, so this grandfather gave this random girl Avery $46.2 billion. I mean, maybe it's his daughter, his granddaughter. I'm not really sure. I think it's a stranger. I'm not really sure. I don't know if they're related. I don't think so. $46.2 billion. I thought my heart attacking my rib cage. And my sandpaper, my mouth sandpaper dry. Tobias Hawthorne was worth $46.2 billion. And Tobias Hawthorne didn't leave everything to his grandsons. He didn't leave everything to his daughters. The math in this equation did not add up. It couldn't add up. My brain ground to a halt. My ears rang one by one, and the other occupants of the room turned to stare at me. So basically, this grandfather dude of three brothers gave all away his money to a random girl, and she's not sure why. So she has to go uncover the mystery of why he gave her the money instead of his family. And I think this is continuing the first book. I haven't read it, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. Yeah, so basically I'm going to put that up so you guys can read it. I'm not sure if you guys can. I'm hoping you can to read it. Okay. I'm hoping that was long enough. If not, you guys can pause the video and rewind it. I don't want to read the back of it because obviously it's the second book, and I don't want to ruin anything that might not have been in this book, obviously. So, yeah. That was basically my June TBR wrap-up / what I've been reading recently and all of that. Sorry, I thought my dog was in here for a second. So yeah, I'm basically gonna wrap the video now, and I hope you guys liked my books that I brought today. I'm really hoping that you guys found something that you may be interested in or you haven't seen before. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I'll see you later, readers. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below or wherever it is, and I will be signing off. Bye!